Hiya, Heather from King's Crochet here, and today we're going to be learning how to make an I-cord. What is an I-cord, you're asking me, because all there is just yarn here. What I'm going to be using it for is for a drawstring bag. If you want this pattern, it's going to be free on my Instagram, and it's just a drawstring dragon scale dice bag that you can make in multiple sizes depending on what you want. But for today, we're making the drawstring for this bag here, which I am working on finishing. So the first thing that you're going to do is, for this particular one, I pre-measured it out. Normally you can just eye it. That's kind of what I do. And then sometimes you have to go backwards. I don't know. Anyway, you're going to pull out 75 inches of yarn, and you're going to make a slip knot right in the middle there. You're going to put that on your hook. Sorry about moving the camera there. I 110% stepped on the stand. That is me as a person. So you have two sides here. You have the side that is the skein, yarn, ball, cake, whatever it is that you're using, and then the side that you measured out. The ball is going to be in your the normal place that you put. I can't talk today, or any day really. I feel like that's all my videos. Anyway, sorry. That's going to be your normal working yarn. That's what I was looking for. And then the part that you measured out is going to go between your thumb and your middle finger. And the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to yarn over with that part that you measured. And for this first one, you're going to have to kind of grab right here. And you're going to yarn over, pull through both. And that's your first one. And that's literally the whole thing. You just yarn over with the part you measured, yarn over with your ball. And you just keep doing that. And I highly recommend that you make this entire thing in one sitting, because, oops, if you don't, your tension's going to be completely off. But the first few that you make are going to probably be kind of goofy. Mine were. I think everybody's is. But essentially that's all you do, is you just take the yarn that you measured out. Hopefully this is all on camera. I'm watching myself off camera. Naughty, naughty. Anyway. Yarn over with the part that you measured out. Yarn over with extra from your ball, skein, cake, whatever. And you're going to do this until you get it to the length that you want. I already have this pre-measured out because of the pattern that I have. I normally don't measure it. Like I said, I just kind of wing it. Eventually you kind of get good at it, but like I almost always pull out too much yarn because I'm worried that I'm going to have not enough. And then because of that, I end up wasting a ton of yarn, and I have to, I gotta work on not doing that. Another fun fact about I-cords, you can use these to make little keychains, little bracelets. You can also use this for like a chain start on amigurumi, because normally you'd have to work both sides of the chain. But with this guy, when I'm all the way done, I'll show you. Well, maybe I'll just stop now. It's not that big of a deal. But the two sides already worked. So you have this side, and then the other side, you have another set of chains on it. So you already have both sides. So you only have to do, basically you're working around the whole thing, and you're skipping the having to figure out where to put your hook thing, because there's already stitches there, which I think is super nice. But anyway, once you get going, you kind of get a good rhythm. Sometimes you goof up, but you can kind of see how I'm going about that. You can take it slow when you first start. You're just gonna chug along. Oops, see? Sometimes I fall off too. Also, you can 110% fast forward this if you need to. Especially just like skip to the end. Basically, when I tie this off, you just pull it through, which will make sense in a second. And I kind of weave it into itself. Or after you weave it into the bag, you have the option to basically sew it into itself, because one side, the side you started with, is kind of already tied off basically, and so this side will have the loose ends, and you can just tie it together and kind of make a circle, and then you can make a double drawstring bag. I like making those sometimes. It just depends on how many I-cords I want to make, really. But these can come in a lot of handy. Again, still can't talk. And the way that I kind of size this out is sometimes I'll just like grab my bag and I'll see if I can wrap it around at all, because it's got to weave in and out, and you can see it's still a little too small, which is why I have it at the measurements I do. And if once you put it down, remember the ball, skein, whatever is your regular working yarn, and then the other one is the one that's going to be on the bottom. There we go. Oops, kicked the stand again. Hopefully this is making sense, because I do ramble a lot, because that's who I am. Like I said, you can 110% fast forward through this. I might just like pull all this out. I don't know. Every time I say that, I end up leaving it in. But as you see, once you get like the hang of it, it's not that hard. Might fast forward some of these just to kind of get through it. All right, where am I at? Yep, see, I'm almost at the end here. You want to make sure that you have enough to, you know, like weave in the ends. So let's see kind of where we're at now. Keep hitting the bag. All right, this is kind of how I like it. So when I'm done, I'm just going to tie a knot at the end, which I'll show you in just a minute. Let me, well, actually here, I'll just use my skizzers now. Does anybody else say skizzers instead of scissors? So what you're going to do is off the working yarn enough to sew, and then you're just going to pull this through and then tighten both of them, and you're just going to weave this yarn kind of into itself. Or like I said, after you weave it in, you can use these ends to secure it together, and it makes like one continuous circle that you can use as a drawstring. So it's more like this guy, so it's not tied, but I had sewn it into itself, so it's just one continuous loop, so it doesn't actually matter where you pull it from. You can pull it from anywhere, kind of thing. And if you put two in there, then you can pull it from both sides. Whereas this one's just a single one, and I have it tied, which is what I'm going to do with this bag here. Thank you so much, and I hope that was helpful. Have a great day.